So let's go ahead and move into Tesla and that guy's lost what about 150 billion dollars in worth so far. Not that I really give a shit, but
If you go back to Nazi propaganda,
yes,
uh, and you go back to Volkswagen.
yes, Ferdinand Porsche.
Mm,
I guess out there pushing the people's car with Adolf Hitler back in the day.
mm, that's right. Guess who jumped in the car with him when they wanted to boost the sales of the people's car?
Yeah, the Fuhrer himself.
The Fuhrer himself. Guess what happened when motherfuckers started throwing Molotov cocktails and keying up Teslas, and the fucking stock just started to drop because they know that, first of all, let me ask you this. Is
Sure.
this motherfucker a citizen?
I believe he had citizenship, but then again,
No,
I don't
no.
know.
Oh, well, all right. Well, okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. But I would say is that Trump dropped his orange fat ass bone spur feet in a fucking Tesla and said, "Oh, this is the greatest car ever." You know, 5 years ago, those same motherfuckers were saying, "Why are they pushing uh, green energy?"
Yeah,
Now
it's,
this motherfucker had now this motherfucker has no big contracts
right, except for with the U.S.
with the
government.
yeah, with U.S. government.
Right.
What's mm, 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 mm. Man, this is the greatest grift ever. Trump,
And
Trump, he is straight gangster, dog. Straight gangster. Straight gangster. He had convinced all these motherfuckers to self-deport themselves, first of all. Right?
at least
Then he
some of them,
told,
right?
yeah, then he told fucking Denmark, we taking fucking Greenland.
Right.
Fuck you. Then he told Canada, bitch, I'm gonna make you my 51st state.
First state. Well, they
He
aren't
off
too
the
keen
chain.
with that. Yeah.
He off the chain.
Right.
You know. But is anybody doing anything about it? Is anybody really saying anything about it? Saying, look, this guy is unhinged. We need to reel this back in a little bit. We have incompetencies in uh, national defense,
Yes.
Secretary of State, uh, the national what they call it, the national DNI,
Right.
director.
Right. Yeah.
This
Is
bit
Director of
Chelsea
National
Gilbert.
Intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a joke.
What was that movie? The 101 Dalmatians.
Oh yeah, the
Who was the
lady
woman in that? What was her name?
something DeVille or something like that.
Yeah, she looked like that bit. And then you got fucking who's this motherfucker? Pete Hegseth.
Except he's
Yeah,
one of
he's
the
the
Pentagon, yeah,
Secretary
the
of
defense.
Defense.
Right.
He looks like an Asian J.C. Penney model, really. When you look at him, and you go back to the old J.C. Penney models, when you flip through that fucking big fucking catalog and shit, and the
Like the
motherfucker
Christmas
start looking
catalog.
like this. Yeah, like that's how that motherfucker looks. So, but he's incompetent
Yes.
because you know it's hard to understand that um, you would think that people of common sense would actually put this person back in office again after they seen a train wreck that happened before. And he convinced a large majority of the electric um, people who could vote to vote for him. And it was from all sides, from blacks, um, Latinos, people that were here on visas, and like all types of shit. And they fell for it, and they fell for their own self deportation.
Well, because
Um,
their own self-interest, like everything from the
self
farmers
yeah,
to yeah. And now
yeah,
you got a lot of
yeah,
people who are, scared that they're going to lose those Social Security benefits,
yeah,
and anything having to do with
yeah,
Medicaid and Medicare, because that's all, you're tied in that because they're going after that. They said they're
yeah,
going after that,
yeah, yeah.
and here it is. I mean,
So uh, look, as a country, as a people, we're just going to have to go through this. Um, I'm hoping that folk just won't just go fucking crazy. You know,
right.
it's generally the white folk that go crazy first. Just you know, then everybody else follows.
Sure.
Um, but I will say this in the middle of all of this. Um, People should change their voter registration to non-affiliate.
And the purpose of that being,
It frees you in a sense that you don't have to vote Republican or Democrat. You vote in for your best interest.
okay,
And um, people who have, well, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican, they don't vote their best interest. They vote the
down party
party's
lines in a lot of
interest.
cases, sure.
Yeah. And secondly, I would say to all Black Americans that can legally purchase a firearm, do it.
And do so now.
Do it. You know, um, because if you can't win at the voting box,
But people may decide to take matters into their own hands.
sometimes the revolution will not be televised, brother. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, it might come off as like but you know, this country's gonna go through some bad shit, and
Yeah,
you know, you never know who might roll up on you that don't look like you, saying, "Where's your papers?"
true.
Fuck you mean, where's my papers?
My papers, right.
Or rolling up on your property saying, I'm coming in. Really? My house? I don't think so.
No.
So that's why, you know, it's what do they call it? A PSA?
Public service announcement.
Yeah, public service announcement. Public service announcement to all able African American people in this country that may hear my voice, that can and have the
Legally,
means
right.
to legally purchase a firearm, purchase a
A
firearm.
firearm.
At least two
So you got to back up.
for the back. That's what I'm saying. But we all love Jesus.
We all love Jesus.
Teach him a lesson. Fight him.